Ryan. All right, it's down to the final stretch. We're coming up on the Iowa caucuses in less than 2 weeks. So let's play some reindeer games and see who's leading in this week's Political Derby. Here with a special Christmas edition of Power Rankings is the editor of politicalderby.com, Jason Wright. Good to have you, Jason.
Good morning.
All right, let's start with the top-tier candidates. We start with Newt Gingrich. You say he spent too much time complaining. Explain.
Yeah, I think that Newt has done way too much complaining the last couple of weeks and not answering more directly to Mitt Romney and drawing the differences between their candidacies. And the more you listen to pundits and even people on the ground in Iowa, you'll hear the same thing at every stop and every stump speech. He's talking about super PACs and attack ads and the immorality of these ads, when really I think what Newt Gingrich should have been doing for the last 2 or 3 weeks is saying, look, I'm not Mitt Romney, and here's why. Here are the policy and position differences. I really think he's run an incredibly poor campaign the last couple of weeks.
All right, let's go to the second guy on the first tier, Mitt Romney. Good news and bad news sort of situation here.
Yeah, good news and bad news. He's finally up at about 30%. Bad news has taken, 5 years for him to get there. Let me tell you, I think we really have these two tied at the top. The composite is really, really tight. And look, I was thinking about this on the walk over to the studio here in D.C. this morning. Here's what this race really needs. It needs winners, and nobody knows winners like I do. 3rd grade, Jason Wright runs for class president. I ran a bruising campaign, crushed this little girl. I don't remember the final vote, but some people called it a landslide. I wouldn't go that far, but it was pretty bruising. You know what happened? Suddenly confetti is falling and balloons. Kids are giving you their fruit roll-ups, and you are the man, and you look like a winner, and suddenly you're the cool guy. And I know that sounds a little glib, but that's what this race needs. Perception and the psychological impact of a victory is going to be huge for the media, for the candidates, for their supporters. I really think it's time for voters to start looking at how polls translate into actual votes in Iowa and New Hampshire. It's crucial.
Congratulations on that win, by the way, in 3rd grade. I hope you got a lot of fruit roll-ups. They're very healthy. Ron Paul.
I still have the badge.
Ron Paul, he's number 3. He's also in the top tier.
Yeah, Ron Paul, here he is, still trailing by 20 points, Ron Paul, and the national composites. But in Iowa, he's your leader. So I think the question is, what happens if he wins the Iowa caucus? What if Ron Paul pulls that off? What happens in New Hampshire? If he ends up finishing 3rd, say, in New Hampshire behind Romney and Newt, does the Iowa win mean as much? A lot of fun to watch him right now. All
right, the second tier we just got to run through: Perry, Bachman, Santorum, Huntsman, and on our little producer card it says Huntsman. Who? I think that pretty much has it all. All right, your book, by the way, is called Christmas Jars, and once again, congratulations on your win in 3rd grade. Maybe we'll hear from your competitor who you crushed.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. And hey, hit politicalderby.com today. We're going to give some goodies away on the website for my wonderful fans. Thank you so much.
Very nice. We like free stuff. All right. Thanks very much for joining us today. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.